Welcome to another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea. So the last game of the season, and at Stamford Bridge this afternoon it was Chelsea 2, Watford 1. And it sort of summed up the season. It was a bit of an anticlimax, not the greatest game in the world. Looked like a pre-season friendly, really. Thomas Tuchel obviously wanted to give people some minutes, but I would have liked to have seen a few of the youngsters, you know, your Harvey Vales. Instead of that, he gave minutes to people like Kennedy. But got his own reasons, I suppose. But yeah, it was a bit of a bitty game. This won't be very long at all. It was just, it was what it was. I'm going to be doing an end of season review, by the way. Hopefully it'll be out tomorrow or the day after. And it'll be interesting to get your feedback because, I think we've all seen things a little bit differently this season. And none of us are right, just our opinions. But I do like hearing what you guys and girls think. So today we had Mendy in goal. We had Reece James at right back. Kennedy at left back, well, wing backs. In the middle, at the back, we had Aspie on the right, we had Thiago Silva in the middle and Rudiger on the left. In midfield, we had Saul Niguez playing just to the left of centre, and although in reality he was just behind Kante a lot of the time. Well, they worked well together, actually. It was quite interesting to see. And he had Kante next to him, obviously. I've given the game away now. Let that one out the bag. Then we had Mount and Ziyech in front of them, and Kai Havertz was back up front. And we huffed and we puffed. I think we ended up with 19 shots, 8 on target. Havertz probably should have had a hat-trick today. His goal was a tap-in, really. Good work by Kennedy, funnily enough. Kennedy started off the game like an absolute well-beater. Do you know, I think it's his fitness. I think it's his fitness that lets him down because the longer that game went on, he just waned and waned and waned. So we 1-0 up most of the game and we made substitutions. Rudiger went off to a big round of applause in the 66th minute, replaced by Ross Barkley. Yeah, he got a big round of applause. Just shows what a class act our match going supporters are. I must admit, if I'd been there, I would have clapped, but it would have been done with a heavy heart because I don't consider him a legend, as those who've watched my Rudiger video know. Well, I've had some people say to me, "Oh, Rudiger's a legend because he won the European Cup." I said, "Well, I don't call Basingwa or Ryan Bertrand legends, and they won the European Cup and all. People like Aspie, he's a legend. If he goes, I'd bloody give him a standing ovation. But I say, our lot are class. Well done, all you that stood and clapped Rudiger today. Fair play. I think he's always given his all and probably deserved the ovation, and I'm just probably a bitter, miserable old git. So Rudiger, that's him gone. Won't see him in a Chelsea shirt again. Shame we didn't get to say goodbye to Alonso as well, really, isn't it? Because it looks like he's gone. That's a shame. He was injured, apparently. 59th minute, I missed that one out. We had Kennedy going off. I think he was knackered. And Malang Sarr coming on. I just shook my head, you know. I was trying to think of a comparison. I think babysitting. If you're replacing the McCanns with Brady and Hindley, maybe. But when Sarr comes on, I just think, oh God. Shame he's a young man. I don't like giving him pelters, but he's just not Chelsea quality, simple as that. And in the 89th minute, more of a sort of gesture, really. Ben Chilwell came on for Mason Mount and got a big round of applause, and quite rightly so. I think if he'd stayed fit this season, we would have been challenging from the title. I genuinely do. Well, him and Reece if they'd stayed. Mason Mount won the Supporters Player of the Season award and got a big ovation when he collected the trophy. I bet there were cabbages. I bet there were cabbages on social media in tears, absolutely crying that they've had their voting. They're probably not club members or season ticket holders, but probably crying. Those that are probably crying because they got their slip there and haven't quite worked out how to put X in the box and where to put the X yet. So, yeah, well done, Mason Mount. Well deserved. Your stats speak for themselves. 29 goals and assists. This assist thing is a new thing on me, but I think he ended up with 10 Premiership goals from midfield, and it's going up and up and up. Hopefully, in a couple of years, we'll have another Frankie Lampard on our hands. I certainly think he's good enough. Watford scored in the 87th minute, I think it was. Many didn't stand a chance. The guy had all the time in the world because Malang Sarr was meant to be marking him. And I don't know if Sarr goes around charity shops buying loads of clothes that don't necessarily fit him as a charitable act. I hope he does, because he certainly gave Watford a charitable act this afternoon. He just switched off totally and let the bloke run in. If you're playing for your place, you've got to have better attention than that. Absolutely shocking. And I was expecting it, but still shocking. And the bloke went in and hit it over Mendy, who'd made a couple of decent saves, to be fair. Mendy, they weren't in it a lot, but they had 3 shots on target and 2 of them were pretty decent. One was a very good save. He saved it with either his legs or his body, but smothered it well. And just when you thought, another draw, and our home record, which is stinking anyway, isn't it? Is going to end the season stinking. Todd Bowley's still not seen a Chelsea win, which would have been quite funny in a way. Come off the hour, come off the man. Ross Barkley scored. Great ball by Reece James. Still had a bit of work to do. Had to head the ball down. Crikey, shouldn't have done that with his vertigo. And that was it. 2-1 to Chelsea. Well deserved. We had 72% possession, and I think it was 3 times the amount of passes. But we just got to be more clinical. As I say, Kai Havertz could have had a hat trick. So that was it, really. I'll go through the scores. Mendy gets a 7 from me. As I say, a couple of good saves. Reece James gets a 7 from me. Kennedy gets a 6. He did give an assist, didn't he? Aspie gets a 5. He's not been at the races for 2 or 3 games. Caught out of position on the odd occasion. They did threaten us. Thiago Silva gets a 7. Steady Eddie. Rudy gets a 7. Kante gets a 7. Samuel Aguez, I'm going to give him my Chelsea man a match, and I'm going to give him an 8. He gave a ball away once, was a bit of a shocker, but the rest of the time he was putting tackles in, covering loads of ground, and always looking to play forward. Had a couple of shots actually. Always nice to see Chelsea hitting a few shots from outside the box. Yeah, Mount gets a 7 and Ziyech gets a 7.5. I thought it was quite lively today. A couple of shots, put a shift in. And Havertz gets a 7 as well. Tommy Tuchel gets a 6 from me today. I thought he should have played some youth out there, but we won, so can't be too down in, can I? That's all I'm going to say. Thanks for watching the last match review of the season. Please stick with the channel. A few bits and pieces we can talk about, and it'll be up in the next few days. Look out for me end of season review, and I want to hear what you think about that. Please subscribe to the channel. Please throw the video a like, and all I've got to say for the last time this season on a match day is up to Chelsea.